Aquarius, August 21st carries an unusual energy around you. Something that has been developing quietly may suddenly become impossible to ignore. A message, a realization, an unexpected encounter, or a decision that you have been postponing could push you toward a completely different emotional direction. Today is not about following the path everyone expects you to follow. It is about listening to the part of yourself that already knows when something has become too small for you. You have changed, Aquarius. And one of the biggest changes is that you are no longer willing to remain in situations simply because other people are comfortable with them. There is a restless feeling around your emotional life today. You may find yourself thinking about a person who left an unfinished question in your mind. Perhaps you never received the explanation you wanted. Perhaps the connection ended before you were ready. Or perhaps someone is still present in your life, but you can feel that the relationship needs to change. August 21st brings a different perspective. You are beginning to understand that closure does not always come from another person's words. Sometimes closure comes from finally understanding your own feelings. Someone may unexpectedly reach out to you today, or in the days surrounding this date. The communication may appear casual, but there could be something deeper behind it. They may be testing whether the door is still open. But Aquarius, do not respond simply because someone has returned. Ask yourself whether the situation deserves another chapter. You are not the same person you were when the original story began. Your standards have changed. Your priorities have changed. And your understanding of love has changed. You now need a relationship that respects your individuality rather than trying to control it. For single Aquarius, August 21st can bring an intriguing new connection. This person may be different from your usual type. They could have a unique personality, unusual interests, a different background, or a completely different way of looking at life. And that difference may be exactly what attracts you. The connection could begin through technology, social media, education, work, travel, or a group of people with shared interests. Do not dismiss someone simply because the connection does not look like what you imagined. Sometimes the most unexpected person can bring the most meaningful change. If you are already in a relationship, today asks for more emotional honesty. You may have been keeping certain thoughts to yourself because you did not want to create tension. But silence can eventually become distance. Speak calmly. Explain what you need. And give the other person space to express themselves too. A relationship becomes stronger when both people are allowed to be individuals while still choosing each other. Now let's see what the tarot reveals for Aquarius on August 21st. The first card is the Star. Aquarius, this is your card. And its appearance makes today's message especially powerful. The star represents hope, healing, renewal, inspiration, and a future that begins to look brighter after uncertainty. You may have recently questioned whether something you wanted was still possible. The star says, do not give up simply because the path has taken longer than expected. You are healing from something that changed the way you see yourself. And as you heal, your expectations for the future are becoming healthier. The second card is the Magician. This card tells you that you have more influence over your circumstances than you realize. You already possess skills, knowledge, creativity, and connections that can help you create a new direction. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Use what you already have. A small decision today could become the beginning of a much bigger transformation. The third card is the Page of Cups. This is a beautiful card for unexpected emotional news. A message, confession, apology, invitation, or innocent romantic gesture may appear. Someone may approach you in a softer way than you expected. If you are single, this can represent a new person showing genuine curiosity. If you are in a relationship, it can represent renewed affection and emotional openness. The fourth card is the Seven of Swords. This card asks you to be observant. Not everyone around you is revealing the entire truth. This does not necessarily mean betrayal. Sometimes people simply keep information to themselves because they are uncertain or afraid. But you should not ignore your intuition if someone's actions do not match their words. Watch patterns. Do not accuse without evidence. Simply remain aware. The fifth card is the Nine of Pentacles. This card represents independence, self-respect, personal achievement, and financial confidence. It confirms that one of your greatest lessons now is learning to enjoy your own company and recognize your own accomplishments. You do not need another person to prove your value. You can welcome love without depending on it to define you. Together, these cards tell a fascinating story. The Star restores your hope. The Magician gives you power. The Page of Cups brings emotional news. The Seven of Swords asks you to stay alert. And the Nine of Pentacles reminds you of your independence. This means August 21st can bring emotional possibilities, but you must remain connected to your own judgment. Now let's look at your money and career. Aquarius, financial energy is improving through creativity and independence. You may discover that something you once considered only a hobby or personal talent could become useful professionally. A new idea could attract attention. Project could gain momentum. Someone may approach you with a collaboration. Or you may realize that your current career path no longer gives you enough room to express your abilities. Do not make sudden financial decisions simply because you are excited. The Magician encourages initiative, but the Nine of Pentacles asks for responsibility. Build something sustainable. Your financial future becomes stronger when you combine creativity with planning. A delayed opportunity may also return. Something that appeared to disappear could suddenly come back in a different form. Pay attention to emails, messages, calls, and professional conversations. A small piece of information could lead to a valuable opportunity. Your lucky numbers for August 21st are 8, 17, 24, 39, 56, 81. In love, Aquarius, the Page of Cups suggests that emotional communication is becoming more active. Someone may finally say something they have been keeping inside. Could be a simple message. Could be an apology. Could be a compliment. Or it could be an unexpected invitation. Do not judge the significance of the message by how dramatic it is. Sometimes the smallest gesture reveals the biggest emotional shift. If someone from the past returns, remember the Seven of Swords. Ask yourself whether you are seeing genuine change or simply hearing familiar words. You do not need to close your heart, but you also do not need to abandon your boundaries. For single Aquarius, the possibility of a new relationship is strong, especially with someone who stimulates your mind. You need more than physical attraction. You need conversation, curiosity, freedom, and the feeling that you can be completely yourself without being judged. Someone who respects your individuality could become much more important to you than someone who simply creates intense chemistry. If you are in a relationship, make room for friendship within the romance. Talk. Laugh. Try something different together. Give each other space to maintain individual interests. The healthiest relationship for you is one where love does not feel like a cage. At work, Aquarius, the Magician brings strong creative energy. You may have an idea that deserves more attention than you have given it. Write it down. Develop it. Research it. Show it to the right person. You do not need everyone to believe in your idea before you begin. Your originality can become an advantage when you learn how to communicate it clearly. A colleague may also come to you for help because they recognize your ability to think differently. Do not underestimate yourself simply because your approach is unconventional. What makes you different can eventually become what makes you valuable. If you are searching for work, consider opportunities that allow flexibility, creativity, technology, communication, or independent thinking. You may feel restricted in environments where every decision is controlled by someone else. Your career needs room for your mind to expand. When it comes to your well-being, the star asks you to focus on restoration. You may have been mentally overloaded by constantly thinking about the future. Your mind is naturally active, but it needs moments of quiet. Create time away from unnecessary digital noise. Rest. Stay hydrated. Eat regularly. Sleep enough. Spend time outdoors when possible. You do not have to solve every future problem today. Sometimes your best ideas appear after you stop forcing yourself to think. Your emotional well-being is equally important. If something is bothering you, acknowledge it rather than pretending that you do not care. Being detached is not the same as being emotionally healthy. You can feel deeply and still remain independent. In family matters, Aquarius, you may begin establishing healthier boundaries. Someone close to you could expect you to solve a problem that is not entirely yours. You can offer support without taking complete responsibility. Your family may not immediately understand a decision you are making, especially if it is different from what they expected. Give them time. You do not need to defend every choice. Your life belongs to you. In friendships, August 21st can reveal who genuinely respects your individuality. Some connections may become stronger because of honest communication. Others may naturally become more distant. Do not force friendships that have already changed. The right people will not require you to become someone else to remain connected to them. Aquarius, your strongest compatibility today may come through Gemini and Libra. Gemini can stimulate your mind and understand your need for conversation, variety, and curiosity. Libra can bring balance, diplomacy, and emotional cooperation. Sagittarius may also connect strongly with your desire for freedom, exploration, and new experiences. Aries can bring excitement and motivation, encouraging you to take action instead of overthinking. But remember that zodiac compatibility is only one part of a relationship. The best connection is the person who respects your boundaries, communicates honestly, and allows you to remain yourself. Your power color for August 21st is electric blue. This color represents originality, clarity, independence, and forward movement. Let it remind you that you do not have to follow an ordinary path simply because it is familiar. Your message for today is, I trust my individuality, honor my intuition, and allow the future to surprise me. Aquarius, something new is beginning. You may not be able to name it yet. You may not know exactly who will be involved. You may not understand why certain events are happening now. But the pieces are moving. The person who once confused you may finally reveal their intentions. The opportunity you thought had disappeared may return. And the version of yourself that once needed constant answers may discover that peace comes from trusting your own judgment. Do not be afraid of uncertainty. You have survived enough changes to know that your life can transform quickly. The future does not need to be predictable to be beautiful. Sometimes the greatest opportunities arrive disguised as unexpected changes. On August 21st, keep your mind open, your boundaries strong, and your intuition awake. If this reading resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me which part of this message connected with you most. Tomorrow, we will continue exploring the hidden energies surrounding your path and the unexpected developments waiting ahead. Until then, Aquarius, protect your freedom, trust your intuition, and never forget that being different may be exactly what leads you toward the life you were meant to create.